Hi, welcome to Truth by Billie Beene. Today's date, January 22nd, 2025, time in Texas, about 8 a.m. I have a subscribe button in the lower right corner of my screen. Thanks for like, subscribe, and share, and for hitting the like button, which helps my channel to grow. It's exciting to be an American once again when we have a constitutional president rising up to take charge. So some of the things we'll cover today: President Trump shuts down Ukr Group inside the Pentagon. Now when Zelensky calls the Pentagon, there's no one there to answer him. Plus, President Trump is shutting down DEI, diversity, inclusiveness, and so on. Also, affirmative action. Some of my sources are God in the Bible, Patriot Subscriber, Suspicious Observers, Daily Mail, USA Today, Redacted, Hal Turner, Plus. So let's get started. Okay, for space weather from previously Suspicious Observers YouTube site. In the last 24 hours, we've had 3 M-class flares from the sun. A CME has been released, which will impact the Earth January 24 and cause a G1 geomagnetic storm. And Tuesday, January 21, we had the first ever blizzard warning. That was for Louisiana and also a Beaumont area of Texas. It was weird. Now we're warming up today in Texas. Here along the south coast, we were down to about 19 degrees about 5 o'clock this morning. I think the temperature now is about 29 degrees. We have no warnings for any more precipitation, ice, or snow, but it is cold. And so that's going on. And now we have this. Yeah, Tuesday in Louisiana, the first ever blizzard warning for Louisiana. This is according to meteorologist Stacy Denson. She works in Louisiana with the National Weather Service, and they put out a blizzard warning for Louisiana on Tuesday. With blizzard is defined as having winds of 35 miles per hour, snow causing a visibility decrease down to 1/4 of a mile. So that defines a blizzard. First ever blizzard warning in Louisiana to affect Baton Rouge, New Orleans, and other areas in Louisiana, and also states: Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, Georgia. Yeah, very cold on Tuesday, but warming up today, Wednesday. And we have this. President Trump, as we know, was inaugurated Monday, January 20. And then he began to sign many executive orders. He began signing some on Monday, January 20, continued on Tuesday, January 21. One he has signed stops all money to foreign nations for 90 days, including Ukraine. And a reason given is that some of these nations are not good for America, and some are not aligned with the foreign policy of the President of the United States. So we say, bring it, President Trump. So no more money for Ukraine and no more money for Israel. It stops all money to foreign nations for 90 days. From Business Insider, President Trump, also Hal Turner had this information confirmed too. The U.S. federal government has stopped all DEI programs, and they have placed all DEI employees on leave, paid leave, beginning Wednesday, today, January 22nd at 5 p.m. They will be on paid leave. All DEI employees of the U.S. federal government plus environmental justice offices. So those offices are to be closed. So we have Hal Turner also vetting and affirming. This takes down all affirmative action offices of the U.S. So that's going on. And we have this. President Trump doesn't believe in letting grass grow under his feet. And we say, praise the Lord. Okay, Hal Turner's intel. This has to do with the group inside the Pentagon who had been assembled and assigned to Ukraine, who would have put in place orders for equipment and supplies and missiles and so on. Well, that group has been disbanded. President Trump closed down the Pentagon group assigned to Ukraine, and he's also shut down all the money to Ukraine for 90 days. So on January 21, that would have been Tuesday at 4:50 p.m., President Trump shut down the Pentagon group assigned to Ukraine. He has fired some members, suspended others, and transferred others. There is now no longer a formal group inside the Pentagon assigned to handle Ukraine. So that's gone away. And now we have this from the Daily Express. The Coast Guard. So President Trump, we know on Monday declared, so he's declared Mexico, the border. He's declared the cartels to be terrorists. He's also assigned certain military, U.S. military groups to the border. He's also assigned additional U.S. Coast Guard assets to track drugs being shipped by boat. So President Trump has assigned extra Coast Guard resources to Florida, Alaska, Hawaii, and I know there are other areas, Guam, Samoa, the U.S. Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, the Marianas Islands. So President Trump has assigned additional Coast Guard assets to these areas, and and he also has fired the commandant of the Coast Guard. That happened Monday. He fired the Coast Guard commander, Linda Fagan. So she has been fired. I believe that happened Monday. And then also Monday and Tuesday, he's assigning extra Coast Guard resources to track down drug money, traveling by a ship. And we have this. So we had also going on over the weekend, we had Israel, we had Gaza. We know that President Trump said, you know, those hostages better be released before I am inaugurated. So they were released. There was a release deal, and some hostages have been released. So 3 that have been released by Hamas: Romy Gonen, Emily Damari, Doron Steinbrecher. But it's coming out. They were held 471 days by Hamas, and they were held at UN refugee camps inside Gaza. So another connection between the UN and Hamas. So that's going on. And now we have this. President Trump has put in place executive orders and is taking steps to stop all unconstitutional censorship of the speech of American citizens. And he has ordered no federal employee or agent may unconstitutionally censor the speech of American citizens. And this includes censoring speech of American citizen on social media. So we say thank you, President Trump, for enforcing the Constitution. From Washington Post, on Monday, January 20, when President Trump was inaugurated, he fired the top 4 supervisors in the DOJ immigration section. This includes Sheila McNutty, Chief Immigration Judge, Mary Chang, Acting Director of Immigration Review. So yeah, President Trump is taking many segments of the immigration services of the U.S. government. He's taking them down. So that's going on. And now we have some positive news. President Trump has named 4 special ambassadors to Hollywood: Mel Gibson, Sylvester Stallone, and Jon Voight, to begin to do positive things in Hollywood to bring back the golden era of Hollywood. Now, I put this forth. I believe that a part of making Hollywood great again should be in the censorship of movies, and that is to remove all GDs, you know, taking the Lord's name in vain, from all PG-13 movies up. Take it all out. We, the people of God, are offended every time we hear that in movies. So take that out. And now we have this, Redacted. It's talking about crimes against humanity, trafficking, that there are some sources tying Homeland Security to these crimes, including coyotes who are bringing drug children across the border. Yeah, so an investigation is going on inside the U.S. government of its own agencies who may be aiding and abetting crimes against humanity. Also, President Trump on Monday said in the U.S. we have 2 genders, male and female. Now the question is, what's going to happen to the people who have X on their U.S. passports indicating their gender? Well, we'll have to see about that. And now we have this. WERX brings this out. Yeah, the U.S. has also stepped away from WHO, and President Trump brings this out. The WHO, that's the World Health Organization, that China was paying $39 million a year, while the U.S., that has less population than China, was paying $500 million a year. I say to President Trump, let's cut all ties with WHO. We have plenty of well-trained health professionals in the U.S. We do not need WHO. We do not want WHO. And the American money should be circulated inside the U.S., not to foreign nations. So that's going on. And we have the J6ers being released. President Trump signed pardons for 1,500 J6ers. So that concludes my flash update. It's great to be an American citizen again and seeing our Constitution and respect for people who worship God to be in place again. I love you, and I'll see you soon.